Hey guys, how's it going? Obi here with Lionstrong Fitness, and I just wanted to bring this video to you guys today because there's a topic that I'm always being asked. People oftentimes call me, clients typically call me, or not clients, but just people who reach out to me because they need help. They usually ask me this particular question. Well, I don't understand why. I've been training so hard, but for some reason I got to this sticking point, and nothing's changing. And oftentimes, I get this question, and just to make it simple, there's a number of reasons why, a few things, reasons why actually, why people get to this plateau. And once they reach that plateau, why they can't see further progress. So, and I'm going to say this too, because, we hear all the time that, abs are made, or excuse me, abs are made in the kitchen, and, the way you improve your body composition is through your diet. Now, part of it is true, but I will say that the most important thing is your training. And in my years of training people and working with people, and putting people through workouts and coaching them, just so you guys know, I do coach people all over the world. And I've noticed that a lot of times when I ask people what their training program is like, and they tell me, or whatever they're currently doing, and how often they train and all that stuff, I come to find out that people are simply, to just keep it frank, are not training hard enough. They're not increasing their volume every week over time, because in order to see progress, you want to increase your workload. And if you kind of take that philosophy and apply to anything, if you want to get better at something, you have to do that particular thing more often. Because frequency, it's a compounding effect. It's frequency plus time is how you get the results you want. So I noticed that oftentimes people are not pushing themselves when it comes to the weight they're lifting. They're not doing extra reps. They're not training to failure. Their rest periods are way too short. So if you put all these things together, that's why their body is not being incentivized to want to change. Training is like a video game. When you get to different levels, you have to really push it, so that way your body has to, have this reason to want to adapt. You have to force that adaptation. That's actually a saying, force adaptation. You want to apply several principles. The principle of progressive overload, which means you want to increase the weights and volume over time. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again, because your body is already knowing what to expect. It knows what's going to come next. That's why you shouldn't do that. That's uncomfortable, understandable, but you have to really be creative by trying to increase your workload over time. That way your body doesn't want to stay the same. Next thing is you want to train to failure. This is a topic that for some reason, it's weird, because nowadays, they're telling people not to, just stop shy of failure. Don't go above and beyond. And that's dangerous advice, because you're not teaching people to work harder. Training to failure simply means that if I'm doing a shoulder press, right? A dumbbell shoulder press, I'm not just going to do 10 reps. I'm not just going to do 20 reps. I'm simply going to do this movement until I reach complete exhaustion, until my arms literally can't do another rep, right? So that's the mentality that you want to take, is you want to go above and beyond until your muscles tell you when to stop. That's another thing, okay? That's training to failure. And, there's other ways to add intensity to your training. Instead of doing one thing I do for my clients and myself, I don't like to count how many repetitions I do. I like to keep a timer and just focus on just doing as many repetitions as I can in that time. So let's just say if we're doing 2 minutes, I'm just going to do as many reps I can in 2 minutes or 60 seconds or whatever. And what that does, it takes your mind off of the particular rep scheme and more on, okay, I'm just gonna go. You want to shift your mentality to just to go. Don't focus too much on how many reps. You're just going, right? And the rest will take care of itself. So as you can see, I mean, it's a lot when it comes to training. And oftentimes when people adopt all those principles and those concepts, when it comes to training, then their nutrition falls into place. And then the most important thing is sleep. People oftentimes, because they're pushing so hard, that sleeping is no longer an issue. I have so many clients who I've trained who were drug addicts, who were heavy caffeine consumers, or had, for years, bad sleeping habits or apnea, or excuse me, not apnea. They had insomnia, which they can't sleep. When you get them training in a certain capacity, that's what stops all their issues. I know it sounds like magic, but it's true. So, but yeah, and the other thing is, we touched on sleep. I mean, sleep is the most important. Sleep's the most important. Because if you're not resting your body can't recover properly, and you can't repeat that intense training cycle, because you can only train as intense as you sleep or rest. And I put nutrition last because you're sleeping and you're training, right? It manipulates the nutrition. And for those who are trying to, most people that I work with are just trying to shed body fat and to get leaner or more toned. And by the way, tone just means build muscle. For those of you who don't know that, build muscle, tone, they're all the same thing. Everybody, they want to have a lower body fat percentage. Ladies want to keep their shape, have nice arms, a flat stomach, and guys just want to have that nice toned physique. Nothing too big, but just an aesthetically pleasing physique. And the very simple thing I tell people to do is you want to keep your carbohydrates low. So I didn't say, so it's not no carbs, it's low carbs. So the way I go about doing that when coaching clients, I tell them only have them for breakfast. And the rest of the day, because I don't believe in snacking, I believe that you eat 3 meals a day like you're supposed to, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you eat a good amount of food, you won't be hungry in between. Because that snacking, that over snacking or in between, people tell you, oh, you want to snack all day to keep your metabolism high. That's a bunch of crap. That doesn't even make logically sense. So I'm going to eat. The whole point is to eat less. So I'm going to eat more and try to shed fat. Doesn't make sense. So outside of breakfast, when you're eating your carbohydrates, if you choose to have them, whether it be oatmeal, bread, or toast, hash browns, have them for breakfast, right? It's because throughout the day, as the day goes on, you're going to be able to use that energy. And as you go into the evening, you're typically not going to be as active. But most importantly, I want them to double up and increase their protein, because by eating more protein has a higher thermic effect. The body tends to take more energy to break down and to absorb protein. So therefore, you're going to be full a lot longer, and it's going to create more of a satiating signal in the brain. So what that means is your body's going to not have this need to want to eat all the time. What else? So yes, and people who typically eat higher protein diets are typically more leaner. So I don't want to, this video is getting kind of long, but it's important. I just wanted to really drive that home for you guys, because oftentimes people don't understand. And obviously we can get into calories and knowing the amount of calories you want to be eating. I do want to say this. So I do, like I mentioned, offer my coaching program where I go over these things. We go over different foods that you want to be eating. I create workout programs that are designed to be done from home, because most people, let's face it, you guys are not going to go to the gym, most of you guys. So for you to have something to where you can do it from home, and have the workouts done and created and designed by me that work. The workouts work. I do all that stuff. Oftentimes, it's good to, get with somebody who's a professional, get with a coach. You can sit here and spin your wheels and try to figure it out. Not saying you won't, but most of you guys don't have it figured out. So I think it's a good idea for you guys to get with somebody who has experience and knows how to help you reach your goals. So anyway, I just want to leave you guys with that. So for you guys who want to contact me, my website is lionstrongfitness.net. My Instagram is Lionstrong Fitness LLC. And you can also type in Lionstrong Fitness LLC on Google to look up my information. I think that's everything. So yeah, so hit me up, guys. If you guys are interested, I'm always accepting people. Again, I work with people all over the world. And it's just a great feeling knowing that you can help somebody reach their goal, because it never gets old. So anyway, guys, I hope the video was good. For any questions, you can contact my information in the description. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, thanks for your time. Have a great day. Make good choices. And yeah, see ya. Bye.